episode of Super Reaction Bros. I'm Kristen.
I'm Christopher.
And on today's episode, we're taking a look at Screen Junkie's Honest trailer for Coming to America. Just Coming to America.
The first film.
So both of us have already seen the sequel.
Yes.
We already saw it. While it's not as great as the original film is, it's still a good time.
They did a good job. They did a good job at what they had to deliver, especially for this generation.
Yeah, it was still a good time for me overall. The original film, fucking amazing.
Oh man,
where do you start? The many different roles both Eddie Murphy and Arsenio Hall played. A lot of great iconic moments. McDowell's, the whole McDonald's thing. The Jerry Soul Glow, the whole Jerry curl thing. I thought
they were gonna bring it up in the sequel, but that was never mind.
Just a really well done Eddie Murphy, one of his best classics.
Yeah, it is. It's one of his best, and I mean, he was the one who actually came up with the story too. Because even if you watch The Crisis Story by, it says Eddie Murphy. He's the one who came up with the story, and then from there, that's where they put it all together. And it's just like you got this amazing film even during that time, And then again, the second film, it worked perfectly only because may you rest in peace. Chadwick Boseman, the Wakanda and Black Panther. It's like you could tell it's kind of representing even that a little bit more as well. Where it's like oh, we can do it now. We're in a good time range of doing this, But man, the OG film, it was great. I like even the one tie-in film that he did to his original film that he did.
Oh, who can remember the best line? Hello, New York. Fuck you. Yes. Fuck you too.
Greatest line to start off when you come into New York. Fuck you too.
Yeah.
And then even was it like the recent line? It was a recent thing. An interview came up when he talked about where the studio wanted that one. It's like you need to put in a white actor in there. You need to put one, and then who did they choose? Louis Anderson. It's like we need that one person that was white.
And what's funny is apparently this is like the same universe as Trading Spaces.
Yeah,
Trading Places.
Yeah. I think it was.
Yeah, because Trading Places. That's why I have the rich guy, but then they go broke, and then they And that's why I was bringing up how it's like he does a good nod to his original film that he did back in the day, even before this film, and then they still continue in the sequel. Yeah.
But enough said. Let's see what they're gonna say about this film because there's probably so much that, or probably not too much, but very just enough to go over. So here we go for Honest Trailers Coming to America, the first one, the original OG. So here we go.
Another comedy sequel 10 plus years after the original that will probably suck ass. Revisit the modern fairy tale.
That was fine.
That was good.
What if one of those Nigerian prince scams were real? Damn, I knew I should answer that email. To America. Get ready for a series of late 80s SNL sketches held together by the nuclear charisma of Eddie Murphy.
When you think of garbage, think of Aki.
That has been cast against hype as a naive romantic, then makes up for it by casting himself as everyone else do, in a formula that works 100% of the time, 50% of the time.
50% of the time.
Long time to kill before one some poison out of another man's ass.
Meet a king, another royal immigrant who comes to the U.S. to take our jobs. Seriously, it's an epidemic. Surprisingly humble for a guy whose face is on money, and surprisingly righteous for a guy with his own dick washer.
The royal penis is clean, Your Highness.
Making him one of the only spoiled rich kids.
Oh, they jumped that load of money.
The director could manage that. So congratulations to whichever kind-hearted nanny raised a king, because it was definitely not his parents. Journey to a Wakanda known as Zamunda, a fictional African kingdom thought up by white guys. Beyond all comprehension. The bachelor prince who shy around girls, and the king dresses like a big cat. But a king will gladly leave the fame and fortune behind for a chance to move to New York and blatantly steal this poor schmuck's girlfriend. Yeah, I know he's a jerk, but I guess bro code into the border, huh? Along for the ride to the Big Apple is Semi.
Semi.
Ballet, personal trainer, human toy.
He's more just the best friend, that's what it is.
Like best friend and assistant.
I feel like a complete idiot.
I doubt we will ever find your queen.
What's not fair is me doing
Slash advisor, if you think about it.
I've not had sex since we got to America. Things are going so well with Lisa. I do not care.
But every king needs his queen, and Lisa is a hard-working, independent woman with principles that she'll quickly sail out for a bigger house like the rest of the boomers.
Oh.
We can give it all up now.
And experience James Earl Jones as you love to see him most, being someone's dad. Be my father, sir, but you will always be my daddy.
My daddy.
A truly impressive parade of soon-to-be famous actors.
Yeah,
from Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah, Sam Jackson.
As this bad mother effer.
Anybody move out, blow your head off.
To Cuba Gooding Jr. as
Yeah.
the boy getting haircut. To a young Paula Abdul choreographing the dance scenes.
Oh.
Even the Royal Penis Lady got work. If Eddie and Arsenio played fewer parts, we could have had Don Cheadle in our lives a whole decade sooner.
Captain America's
Sit back and enjoy Eddie Murphy's 80s comedy about Africans. That's aged better than his other 80s comedy about Africans.
I have to go off to the woods of Africa and find crazy, naked zebra.
That takes you back to a golden era when these two were on top of the world. Before they stopped working all the time and went off to enjoy their families and spend their millions. Wait, celebrities are allowed to do that? Will somebody please tell Bruce Willis?
Put it in a museum. I'm sure they said the same thing about me.
Welcome to the party, pal. It ended many years ago. You can rest now.
Jesus Christ, you make such a good point.
Such a
The
good
nutty successor. Burger Queen. And Twins. The founder. City Slicker 2. Legend of Curly's Glow. And Twins. Robert Mugabe. And, sir, this is a Wendy's.
Sir,
This is a
Princess Bride.
Princess Bride.
Since this takes place in a shared universe, does that mean that Eddie has an identical millionaire twin named Valentine?
Yeah, you think. He's like he's a secret twin brother.
If the universe is so big, then why would it fight? This is getting out of hand. Now, there are two of them. Harder, better, faster, stronger. Harder, better, faster.
You're stronger. You know, you gotta repeat it. It's like, yeah, that's.
Yeah. Eddie Murphy doing different disguises back then was great. Nowadays, after the second half, not so much. You know.
In the beginning, that's why I like how they said going in the beginning, it worked. But then over time, it's like,
Yeah,
it stopped working.
A lot of people forgot Vampire in Brooklyn was a film.
Yeah, I forgot about that. But like I said, though, it's like, you know, it was great in the beginning for Eddie Murphy, but then it's like as it slowly progressed, it's like, yeah, that's getting old. You know, it was getting old at the time. You know, I think.
Yeah, you don't really know who Arsenio Hall's character is, like assistant, friend.
He's more like I said,
advisor.
He's more like that best friend, assistant / advisor. That's what it is. You know, he's just that person that, you know, wants to be there for him. He's a close friend, but at the same time, it's just like, yeah, but you still gotta do this. You guys still gotta do that.
I mean, look, everybody. Oh hell, the dick clean lady got all
this stuff after this.
I do love the nod too. It's like, well, look, it's like, look, and they just went off to make the, you know, time fans make and keep, you know, spend their millions. Why has anyone not told Bruce Willis that? Kazakhstan. I love Kazakhstan. That's a true. You can watch.
I know what you're saying because before I could not hear any word you're saying, but I don't know. Like I know what you're saying about the whole like, well, why didn't Bruce Willis do that? And it's like because he does all these freaking smaller films. And stuff
it's
like
like Jesus, and you can watch our reaction to the Kazakhstan trailer because it's about what our reaction was here. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
Bruce Willis still acting. Nice. But yeah, it's such a good film. I mean, you know, it was peak Eddie Murphy as Prime. It was peak Arsenio Hall as Prime.
It was peak. It was the peak. Like even they brought up at a lot of people's primes. You know, at that point, you know, like I like how they brought up like even Sam Jackson and stuff like that. It was
I forgot Samuel Jackson.
Yeah, he was in this. Yeah, he was in that little scene and stuff like that. But it's like this is where all at their peak at their prime just before they started. You know, really taken it off from that point forward. And this film kind of really launched a lot of their careers and stuff like that.
Yeah, and like I said, we think the sequel. I think the sequel's good.
Like I said, I think it was good. It's not the greatest thing. It's not the greatest of sequels, but you know what? To me, it's still it's better than what you got from the other sequels you got from like other films. And stuff like that. That's what it was, and I enjoyed it for what it was. And like I said, it was fun. It was really fun to see familiar faces you weren't expecting. And that's why I was sitting there going, what happened to her sister? Because he's like, you got her father, but it's like, where's her sister? You know, it's like, or even remember, like they said, they showed that they hooked up. You know, it looked like they teased as if the sister hooked up with her old boyfriend or something. So who knows? But
so other than that, if you're new to the channel, you can hit the like button. If you want to talk to us more about stuff like this, comment down below. If you want to share us around, share it around. And if you like us just a little bit more than anybody else when it comes to talking about honest trailers, hit the subscribe button down below and hit that bell icon as well.
Let us know what you guys saw of this honest trailer. What did you think of the sequel? If you've seen the sequel already, you know, let us know what you guys' thoughts are. You know, did you think it wasn't as great as the first one, but you still enjoyed it? Do you think it was like, oh my god, it was the best? Better than the first one? I mean, let us know in the comments down below. You know, favorite moment or favorite scene from the first film that had you just rolling and laughing every time. Put down out of our reaction as well to this honest trailer, but most importantly, thank you for watching.
So until next time, I'm Chris.
I'm Christopher.
And this has been a very Coming to America filled episode of SRB.
See ya
Later.
Hey guys, thanks for watching.
If you want to check out our previous reactions,
or any one of our other SRB shows,
check out one of our playlists down below.
if you want to check us out in the social universe,
You can find us on Twitter
and Stardust
at Super React Bros.